There's only 2 reasons why I started an in-home care agency here in California. Can you be trusted? Do you not only follow up, but also follow through? Do you not have big mama or big papa money? I will highly suggest you start your own in-home care business, and here's why. Reason number 1, the bar is really low for the quality of care. So when my dad was passing away, I was looking for in-home care agencies within our city, and the highest rating that I saw was 2.3. Reading the reviews, I saw that the problem was the lack of communication, caregivers showing up late, terrible quality of care and service, office messing up invoicing and billing, not delivering the deliverables on time. And it was all really just fundamental things that are basic that I felt were lacking in this industry. People in the service business industry always look for just the basic fundamentals. People looking for services usually just want simple things like answering the phone when you call, remembering their names, submitting billing and invoicing on time, answering their questions when they're not sure, having a structure of what happens next in the process of your company. Doing simple things like following up a client to see how they're doing, asking caregivers what they need from you to make their life easier. Those small nuanced approaches to managing and dealing with both your clients and your employees will put you above the competition right out the gate. I really want to drive home just the basic skills that people are looking for when they're looking for services. Things like having your employees show up on time, or if they're gonna be running late, they give a heads up. Remember your employees' birthdays, having your receptionist get up and greet people that walk in through the door. It's these small interpersonal skills and techniques and relationships that really bring so much quality, value, and trust into your business. Reading up on these different agencies when I was doing my market research, or when I was even just looking for care for my own family, they were lacking the basic requirements just to even speak to me, let alone me hiring them on to come in and take care of my dad or one of my loved ones. Like, if you can't even answer the phone on time or have your caregiver show up fully prepared, how do I expect you to be in my home to take care of my family? So seeing this lack, which I felt like was an easy fix, I just was ready to get started. So many business owners and so many people that I've talked to in this industry want to blame external forces on why their businesses aren't doing much, or they want to go to the sexy reason, right? Like marketing and sales is why I'm not having the business that I'm having. No, it's like, have you tasted what you're cooking? Has it ever occurred to you that maybe the product or the service that you're providing isn't up to standard of what the client's need or wants are? And the reason why I'm so passionate about this specifically is because I am not medical. I've never provided any kind of caregiving. Before I started my business, I did go to CNA school so that I could understand what my caregivers were going to go through. Even with the lack of knowledge or experience, I was able to start my business successfully and maintain a massive revenue for the last 5 months because I can understand when my clients just want consistency, they want honesty, and they want trust. If agency owners, especially in the field that I'm in, that I could speak to, just fill the holes in their buckets with billing the clients on time, open with communication, being transparent when they mess up. I feel like if those holes are plugged, you can add more to that bucket instead of trying to find more people to bring in to taste the terrible food that you're cooking. That's just an analogy I use, but you get what I'm saying. Think of the last time that you were charmed into signing an agreement or going into contract with either a company or a place or a person, and then when you got in, you were like, this isn't it. This isn't what I was promised. You guys had such an amazing marketing, or they did such a great job pitching you the service or the product, and then when you got it, it was below what you even expected because they sold you a pipe dream. How frustrating is that? So now imagine that in the form of caregiving, where people are coming to your home to provide a service that you thought was supposed to be at this level, and then they show up and it's not. It's terrible. The second reason why I started an in-home care agency was the low cost overall. In California, you don't need a brick and mortar location. You can start with your home address, somewhere where the state can come physically meet you, so no virtual addresses. So that was really helpful. The biggest cost for me in the beginning was the licensing packet. The licensing packet for California is a little over $5,000. Plus you need to have your surety bond, liability insurance, and workers' comp. My first big expense was between $6,000 to $8,000. Afterwards, once the licensing was approved, I needed a place to schedule my clients and my caregivers, make payroll, and collect payment. Total expense for it was really low, but the return was so high. The second reason why I decided to go with in-home care was because of the low overhead and the high return on time that I was gonna have. Like I said, depending on the state that you're in, you might not have any fees at all, or they're very low fees. This past weekend, I just helped one of the members in my community start licensing for Virginia, and we found an old fees list, which was $500. I'm in the process of having him create a portal and get the most updated version of the licensing requirements, because what you don't want to happen is preparing for your licensing, but you haven't done the basic first steps, such as creating a portal logon or finding the most up-to-date requirements, because then you will be just doing double work and it's just not worth it. And again, you guys won't know this stuff unless you talk to somebody or are in a community where they've done this process before. So please, if you're interested, I have a free school community where we meet every Saturday, 10 a.m. California time. We all just help one another. Everybody's in a different level of licensing. Either they're just starting, they already have licensing, they need help marketing, they need help hiring caregivers. So it's just a very nice community where all of us have been there, done that. We can help you so you don't have to deal with half the headaches that we did. Lastly, I want to talk about the reason why I picked California. The reason why I picked California is because it's the most compliance-heavy state out of all 50 states. I already knew from the very beginning that I wanted to help other agency owners and people in this industry do it the right way. So I figured if I start in California, pass licensing, and I'm successful in the business, then any other state would be a cakewalk. From the very beginning, my mission was to create an agency where we were the standard, that other agencies can see my agency and say, this is how we run our agency, and this is how we take care of our employees, and this is how we provide services to our clients. With that standard of care, I want to open up my community to other people in other states with agencies that are struggling, or you're frustrated, or you don't know the way out. We can all get together, support each other, and make this industry way better than it is right now. We are the generation that are taking care of the generation that fought for our civil rights, our women's rights, and so many other reforms happened because of this generation. It is an honor and privilege for us to take care of this generation. The baby boomers experienced Vietnam, the first man on the moon, and so many social and economic change in this country. The least we can do is honor them in the time that they need us to. It is up to us to step up and take care of our aging elders. We should be providing care that we expect to get when we age. I only have one rule in my agency, and that rule is to take care of your clients the way that you would want to be taken care of, or the way your mom or the way your dad should have been taken care of. Thank you so much for staying to the end. That means you love me, and I love you. Bye.